Alright, we're trying this solo dolo. I saw a 150 RG over. Where's the 140? Aha, there it is. So I have a thought. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm gonna try anyways. So what I'm thinking is to make a little cage for wolf that I'm going to run the RG into, and then while the RG is in here, we're gonna set this to manual. Because then I wanted to... This might be big brain. Could be big brain, could be little brain. Okay. Oh, there it is. Aha! Alright. Now we just have to figure out there we go. So this should be a pretty easy tame. Now it can't even get away from me when it wants to run away, so this was a big brain. What I might end up doing too is, because there was that 145 RG around here, if I can get that one too, that would be sick. This is like, hey, tips and tricks. Like, if you're running solo, and RGs are like a super pain in the butt to try to tame. I had a feeling about building something like this. Obviously, the windows were kind of unneeded, right? But like the idea was there. There's another RG right there. Hopefully that you can kind of take it for a little bit. Really don't want to do this right now. I think there's another RG though. That was 145 that I saw. And this kind of works out because, yeah, I know, you're angry. It works out though because I would feed this prime. So this works out really well for me. So now it should go down, yep. So, can I access? I just have to come from the front. That's fine. And now... Oh. You have the time. I'm gonna sneak that from you, run over here. And we'll have a perfect tame RG. Because Prime, I think outside of like Hibble where it shows, yeah, Prime's pretty up there for taming. So this is gonna be like a 100% perfect tame. Stats is already incredible right off the rip. An insane amount of stamina, insane amount of health. So this thing's gonna be an absolute tank. And that worked. It worked actually way better than I thought it was going to. So the next thing is, I think I should try to find, I really should, you know, Shadow went out of his way to go and try to tame up all these pterodactyls for us. So I really feel like you know, even, yeah, the other one too, like the other two are kind of poo-poo, right? I really feel like we should try to get at least, it's got to be a 145 RG around here somewhere. I swore there was two, but hopefully that wasn't the one that I had to kill it. I probably could have tried to see, actually, I don't even think I would have been able to tame it, because with the trank darts that I have left, it's just not a lot. I have a bunch back at base. I think this is going to be fine if I leave it. Yeah, I think he's going to be more than fine. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is get on Shadow's bird, and let's go look to see if there's RGs in the area relatively close. I can basically just rinse and repeat the strategy, because that worked so well. And I don't know. Aha! Alright. Super, super cool. So we don't have a RG saddle for here. I think we can get him out. Awesome. And we're gonna hopefully park him right over here. Shadow's bird's looking real rough right now. So we'll let the RG take care of it. We did find another RG though. The 145 RG. So I think what the plan is going to be is we're going to we're gonna go back to base. We're gonna get this to follow, go back to base, and we'll come back with the pterodactyl. I know it's low health, but since we don't have a saddle for the RG, and I don't know, yeah, we're just way too short on all the stuff and things. We're gonna hope that we can come back and get that 145 RG. I doubt that. Oh, it's like right there too. Okay. We'll be right back. I'm gonna drop this off, and then we'll come back. Hopefully I can get the 145 RG for him. That'd be super cool. Then we'd be so much closer to getting everything ready. Alright, so we just gotta get his attention. Definitely got it. Now we're gonna fly over here. Try to get this guy out of the way. Want him pissed off at us. Perfect. Fine. Fine. Get mad at us. There we go. Now we're gonna turn him around. Alright, well. The RG should kill the saber tooth. So alright. Skip everything. Same strategy. You had it. You had the idea. Come on. There you go. What? There we go. Beautiful. Sometimes it's a little pain in the butt to get this, but... And man, we've been cutting it pretty close, but... This worked out so good. I don't think we're gonna have prime for this one, but I think that's gonna be okay. We have, man, he's just a real angy boy. He wants to sit like that, too. I mean, the windows work really... I guess they still have a purpose. Alright, one more dart should do it, I think. There we go. Take your meat. Alright, you were a pain in the butt, but... Alright, you're doing good on health too, that's good. I really thought these guys were gonna be, a bit of a pain in the butt, but... it really wasn't super bad. Well, hopefully this guy doesn't get peeved. I don't think he's going to. I'm not entirely sure why he feels the need to walk through here, but... Anywho... I'm going to chill out, let this guy tame up, and then again I'll be right back with you guys. That'll be a great start to this. Super duper 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 great start. Oh Nelly. I tore down the thing. Oh, what do we do? I know, I feel like it would bother, it would bother everybody watching if I don't go for this thing. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have one, but its weight is only 4.6. It's super cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just not right now. I don't think. I know everybody's gonna watch this and be like, just build the structure, go tame it, it's a 140. I know, but once I get my base down and built, then I'll go. And the teleporter. I need, here, I'll show you. Hopefully, okay, cool. So you need a remote. So this allows you to activate the pads, and then this is the pad. So I need to make a pad, which isn't too bad. The electronics is going to be the rough part. And then here, it's the electronics. You can get organic polymer. You don't have to have the regular polymer. So these I can literally go hit like one baby penguin in the face with a baseball bat. And if you've never played this game before, I 100% promise you that... Oh, can we fix that? Yep. I 100% promise you that that is what's going to be happening. Wooden club, this is it's a baseball bat, right? So this is the best way to farm penguins. And the most polymer, you'd think the older the penguin, the more polymer that you would get from it. No, it's actually the babies. The younger penguins you can find, the more polymer you're going to get. So once we start looking for organic polymer, we're literally going to turn into Darth Vader, or I guess technically Anakin Skywalker. We're going to go out and find all the youngling penguins and beat them until they don't exist anymore. So, anyways, like I said, I'm going to wait for this guy to tame up, bring all the birds back, go get some saddles for both of the birds, and then farm resources, and it'll be, you know, just on to the next project, and that's going to be finally getting to see my base location. I know I say finally, and, you know, it's the second episode in, but we've already technically recorded like 6 hours of being on here before, and I'm going to say lost all the footage for it. I didn't record any of it, and it was super depressing. So we've technically already been through this before, so I'm just excited for you to like really see the base, and I'm super excited and looking forward to it. So all right, enough chit chat. See you guys in a minute. Wake up. Came up, sir. All right, so it's not what you think. I'm not over here. Ooh, that owl's getting messed up. But no, I'm not here for the owl. I've been doing some farming. We have a lot more stuff and things at the base. I honestly actually don't need any more chitin. Believe it or not, we actually have quite a bit. I still might kill him just, you know, just to get a little more. But I was looking at a guide, and according to the guide, 140 saber would be pretty sweet. According to the guide, you are able to pick up Dodix and Ankies with a RG. Now, I don't know, I probably should have looked at the guide to see if that's how old it is, how relevant it is, but I remember, I'm not doing anything with that. I could have sworn we tamed both RGs over here. And honestly, there's a strong chance that that 140 Dodic is dead. Or it's despawned into the mystical, magical wonderland of Ark. But I'm going to try to put that to the test. So even if I can't find it, that high level Dodic or Anki, for that matter, because apparently, here, hold on. I'm gonna park my bird real quick. Park my bird real quick, and 1 second. So this guide is 10 years old, but according, I don't know how true this is gonna be. But it does have Ovis and stuff like that, so it can't be 10 years old because Ovis didn't exist that far back. Apparently, according to this guide, it can pick up Ankies, Beavers, Dodix. I know it can pick up the Equus, the horse-looking guys. It can pick up Gigantos, the Iguanodons, Megaloceros, which I do know that, Scorpions, Parasaurs, Pachyes. Yeah, so that's what the guide says, so I'll close that real quick. Come right back. All right, we're back. So what I want to do, I think what I'm going to do is fly around, try to find a Dodic or an Anki, and just try to pick it up. I'm not necessarily going to tame it right away, because I don't even know if it's a thing that's possible. It's right over here, a Dodic, level 50, which is fine. Honestly, even, let's see if this works. Oh my god, it works. Alright, so there's the Dodic, so we can, that's so amazing. Okay, so I'm assuming the guide's gonna be telling us the truthsies. And, finding an Anki. Let's see, what's in here? Just a bunch of stuff. Actually, you know what? Outside of the gear, like, all those resources are pretty sweet to have, so yes, please. Now it's just finding an Anki, seeing if we can pick up an Anki, because then what I plan on doing is building, I think I'm going to build a little taming pen next to our starter base and just get some starting farmer dinos down. Ooh, I might go kill that tech T-Rex too. So I'm gonna go do a few things, go look for the Anki. I'm gonna go look for that, or go try to kill that tech T-Rex, because I do need more electronics, sorry. I need more electronics because I have enough electronics to make a one pad and one pad and one remote. I don't know if I really want to get in there, not particularly. I mean, I'm sure my bird will be fine, but I don't want to. So, alright. Gonna go find an Anki, and then I will be back. So this is just a low-level Anki. So I'm definitely, I was kind of thinking if I found an Anki, or... Okay. I was thinking if this actually works, and it did, I am actually going to take this and tame it. I don't have a taming pen for it, but I'm just going to build one super quick out of wood. The only other thing that I'm thinking is I could take it somewhere that looks like I can tame it easily, but I think just bringing it back to the house will be pretty safe. Unless I find an area where it doesn't look too icky. The Dodic here. Oh no, just a 145 Anki. Oh, that's my 145 Anki. Derp. Alright, I'm gonna take this back, tame them up. We're getting a lot of stuff and things done that I really didn't think... Ooh, actually, you know, this might not be a bad spot. If there's nothing that spawns over here, the only thing that I don't have is Mejo berries. But I think I can just go out over there and get some. So I'm gonna drop you over there, fly my bird over here. I don't know why you were following me, but with the widest turn radius of the world, really with all these guys, are super easy to tame because they're just never gonna catch you as long as you keep moving in somewhat of a circular direction. So, pop right in the mouth. Alright, I'll get this guy down, get him, go get some Mejo berries. Apparently I only need 21, and this is the power of the spyglass, that you kind of see. That's where if I can turn it off, boop, now, you know, you don't know anything about its level, you don't know anything about its health, stuff like that. But if I turn it back on, I can see its torpor level, I can see the health that it has, and all sorts of stuff. If you're asking me the questions on what's that 23, 35, 33, like, at the top, I honestly have no idea. I don't know if that's, like, I don't know. I wouldn't even have a clue on what any of that honestly means. But you can see, like, its energy, its oxygen, its food, like, all sorts of cool stuff. And the biggest thing that we use it for, honestly, is the torpor, well, when we're knocking it out, if we're taming, is the torpor level of the dino. We love to know that, the level, honestly, well, obviously, and then what we can use to... Where are you going? Why are you trying to hide in there? There you go, turn around. It'll probably get knocked out, because it's over 8 seconds that the torpor rises, so he's probably gonna get sleepy here in a second. I said he got sleepy in a second. So, alright, now that he's out, I'm gonna go get some narco berries. I'm gonna go get some Mejo berries for this guy. And I'm actually gonna leave this on. I like leaving on the awesome spyglass too, because you can see if there's nasty, icky dinos around you. And it's just kind of helpful. So, I'm gonna go get some Mejo berries. We'll get this guy tamed up. When we get him all tamed up, I'll bring you guys back. And I will fly him back home. We're back at base, and we have Spanky the Anki. Tamed out at 217. His weight's kind of low, so I think for a lot of the levels, we're going to start pumping weight into him. But, anywho, Next, we're gonna go try to find a Dodic. Then once we get a Dodic, we're gonna start, I think, pumping out some resources. And then kind of get some structures going and kind of prep us a little before we leave our little starter base and really get this fight going. So I'm gonna go out, try to find that elusive Dodicari, and then I'll bring you back when I try to start taming them up. Ooh. Let's go! Oh, that's huge. I've flown all the way out here looking for a Dodic. Holy moly. Okay. I'm going to land. I'm probably, for how far out I am, I'm probably going to have to drop them and land before I can make the full trip, but that's insane. So that's all of our farming dinos, basically, outside of maybe a dire bear, but that's I'm not really concerned about right now. So I'm going to get this little guy home, tame him up, and then once I get that done, I will bring you guys back, and we'll do a little farming run. Oh, there's a Maywing. Shadow really wants a Maywing. Oh, I wish I could... Oh, that's a super high-level Maywing, too. Well, at least I can let him know that... Oh my god, they're everywhere. At least I can let him know that the Maywings are in the redwood biome. How'd you get all the way over there? Quick little guy. Alright. Pick you up. I seriously didn't think that I was gone that long. You made it all the way over there. Little guy. Alright. And bang. Ooh. Make sure everybody's on passive for now. And bow. Bow. Maybe? How about now? There we go. Beautiful, just like the RGs. So we'll get this guy knocked down, start getting him all buried up. There we go, we can shoot his legs too. Sweet. Get this guy down, give him some berries, make him be our best friend forever, and then we'll get saddles for both of them, take them both on a little bit of a farm run, and then start preparing ourselves for the base building. That'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so we have all of our stuff and things built. I'll go show you real quick. All of our stuff and things built. That's not right. Right in here. This should be everything to get the base built. And I put down one of the teleporters and named it the starter base. I might actually change that. Let's rename it. This is going to be the communal base. That's not how you spell base. Alright, so the communal base. So basically, this is going to be shared between me and Shadow. If there's dinos for farming that we don't want to keep at our bases, or blueprints that we find, or tools that they think the other person might find useful, we're just going to bring it here. So I'm going to take the other pad that I have, and I'm going to go to the base location. So I still have it pinned. So I'm going to fly over there now, and you guys are going to get to see it for the first time. It'll be pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. Tell me that that's not, like, the coolest area to build. Like, come on. I got the active volcano over there, and you can, there's stairs to go up to the top. There might be Angie dinos in here, so oh nope, we just got a Dodic. Oh yeah, there are some Angie dinos. That's okay. Nothing gameplay can't handle. So the reason why the screen's also turning, like, kind of blinking like that is scorpions do a torpor attack. So if we check on gameplay real quick, see the torpidity? So they do a torpor. Nothing crazy, but You let them hit on you too long, well, I guess you're either gonna die or get knocked out. But look, like it's like a pre-built dino pen, and it's such a huge area. Now, I know one of the things that you're probably thinking is like, well, Panda, you were saying you wanted to live close to water, so you could, you know, do a farm and all that. Well, there is water kind of right here, so if I really needed to, I could do a pipe from there, but this has something also. It has this. It has a built-in water well right here. So I can make a well, attach it to a reservoir, and the reservoir can make sure that the farm is all built up. So this can just be a little area where either the farm's super close to this side or whatever. I don't know, but it's super cool. And then these are pre-made where you put a behemoth gate down, and it pretty much matches the size of these entrances. And it looks like, yeah, it's just the two. So you make 2 behemoth gates, put them down, this whole thing is like super de-duper safe. And then, like I said, you have the stairway that comes up, and you can, you know, maybe in the future I can, you know, put something up here. What I would put up here, I don't really know. But it's just a cool little thing. What's over there? What's stuffing things? Yeah, I don't care. So, what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm going to bring the Dodic out here for all this stone, and I want to see, let's just put that awesome spot right there. Yeah, I'm going to bring the Dodic out, I think, and then I'm gonna clear out this area. Oh, I'm dying. And we'll kind of get started. So let me get this area cleared out, and then we're gonna start doing all the base stuff. Look at this. Beep. And then, since I named it, look at all these places we can go to. Communal base. There we go. Ink. And here we are. You just have to make sure that you're not super close to anything, because it'll bring everything with you, and I don't necessarily want that. So we're going to bring this little guy over here. And then we'll get back on our bird. Bring back our little teleporter remote. And then we can go to our last remote location, or we can go to where our teleporter was. So we'll just go to our teleporter. Pretty cool. So this will bring Daryl with us. So now we're with Daryl. Alright. So that's a teleporter. So much better when you have that down. Just a quality of life thing. Little cheaty, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to get on Daryl. We're going to start clearing out this area for all the stone. And figure out where on here that I want to build. I think I'm going to build my base on that end, away from all the entrances and all that. But yeah, I'm going to get this area cleared out, and then I'm going to probably put down a little mini structure so I can get all of my resources transferred over, or all my structures, because the RG is going to have a little bit of a hard time carrying over absolutely everything. So, might even bring the trike over for all these berries. So, I'm going to do that. And then once I get it all ready to rock and roll, I'll bring you guys back. And I'm going to do, hopefully I'll be able to get a building montage going for you guys. Alright, decided to bring the trike out here. This area is so much cleaner now. I'm going to get a few more of these. I don't really necessarily need these to be cleared out to do any kind of base building. Our base isn't actually going to be super crazy big, but with the large storage boxes, and in the future planning on doing potentially vaults, which will be really cool. This is just more for the narco berries to tame stuff in the future. Figured it might as well as get everything that I can, and then I'll bring the trike back to the communal area that we have now, and then I will get some of the structures brought over, and then we'll start getting a build done. But I wanted to take, I mean, look at that. Just look at this area now that it's cleared out. Like, how awesome. I gotta get those. So I'll go do, yeah, I'll just run over there and farm up myself. But this area is so cool, and I think, like, I don't want to build anything crazy big, because I want to do structures, like, multiple buildings of stuff and things going on, where it's, you know, this one's going to be for, okay. Like, I want to build, like, you know, just like a little base, like, you know, like a normal base, or maybe I have, like, you know, a bunch of stuff and things going on where it's like, here's all my crafting stuff, or here's my whatever, there's my whatever, and it'll be super cool. I know it's super specific, but I might actually get all this stuff too while I'm here, because I think what I'm going to do is actually build a well and see if I can't get that hooked up to a reservoir, and I can just get that done right off the rip. I'm not entirely sure how it would work if I do the reservoir first, so I might just do a well. And I think the well really helps with these, because you can only drink so much from these little spots with it. It does technically dry up. It'll always be there, but they do dry up. So I think what I'm going to do is build a well also when I come back with all my structures, and the spawn rate of all the stuff and things really comes back pretty quick. So I think that's something we're going to have to adjust until we get structures put down, because that's a little crazy. So that's it.